What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Oh, let's see. All right, yeah. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Shedeur, he's in a situation where damn if you do, damn if you don't. No matter what this kid say or do at this point, it's going to be heavily scrutinized. They're now scrutinizing him for performing a silent interview. Okay, he performed a silent interview today. And now they're getting on him because of that, saying that he's acting childish and stuff like that. They're making up stuff now. They're saying he's doing it because Dylan Gabriel was named the starting quarterback. That's why he went silent in his interviews. That's not why he went silent. He's making fun of them because out of all the people on the team, it seemed like they keep coming to his locker for interviews. Okay. So everything he say gets scrutinized. So go ahead and just get silent on him. He was just joking. But a lot of these people that do their commentary, they all, let me tell you something. Every sports person, now this is gonna be real when I tell you this. Every sports person that played football that was from the other side, they all have disappointed me. They all are on code, every last one of them. You know what I'm saying? They're all on code, and that's just what it is. Um, so he straight up just gave a silent interview. I thought it was funny. I thought it was in light heart, you know what I'm saying? But they don't see it that way. Um, this video right here, let's see. Let's see.
Vocally, anything to say about
Enjoying yourself and having fun.
it? For more, what do you think the show? Coaches have anything. What can you say? How much is Joe important was he and Dylan? Your guys like development.
So that's what everybody got their panties in a bunch right there because of what he's doing right there. Okay. Um, everything he's saying is getting scrutinized, right? So why don't they just go ahead and go silent on him? You know what I'm saying? Let me just go ahead and just do it that way. You know, since they want to sit up here and do that. Yeah. So at this point, Cleveland, just the whole, I'm not knocking the whole city of Cleveland, you know. I don't want to turn this on to the fans. But that is a real suck situation right there. He's in. He's in a real suck situation. And more than likely he should have did his research on history because every other quarterback that was worth something didn't make it there. It didn't make it there. You know what I'm saying? So what makes it think he was gonna make it there? Because if Johnny Football couldn't make it there, he sure as hell not gonna make it there. Okay. Nobody makes it there. I told you that's an organization where you make sure your check is not bounced. You know, make sure you get you get your checks to play football. That's it. You know, go out there, play football, get mashed on by everybody, and get your check. That's pretty much what this is. He trolled the press conference, and they're mad. Oh, he's being childish, and what kind of quarterback is this, and blah blah blah, and blah 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 blah. I'm gonna tell you what they don't like. They don't like that these players are getting a lot of money. They don't. I know you probably is like, well, Max, the players has always been getting a lot of money. Not how they getting it now. Not how they getting it now. Uh-uh. They always been a pay grade above most throughout the decades, but now it's at an extreme level. It's at an extreme level, and they don't like it, especially. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna bite my tongue on it. I'm just gonna say it. They don't like some of these brothers getting all this money. They don't. I'm just being honest with you. They don't. Okay. They want you to have your head down and yes, sir, and no, sir. Yes, sir, no, sir. I'm just happy to be's here, sir. I'm just happy to be's here. That's what they want. I'm just so that they can feel better about them incomplete selves because they're incomplete. Just so they can feel because they're incomplete, they're inadequate and they're incomplete. So for them to feel better about themselves, they want to still have somebody to look down on, and they can't do that. These people got a lot of money, and they don't like it. I'm just being honest with you, man. Okay, we ain't been this. I'm not gonna say that because then I'm gonna get real extreme with it. I'm not gonna do that. Look, I'm like Coach Prime. I can't rephrase it that way. I gotta watch how I phrase it. I can't say it. Oh no, I can't say that. He has protections under the ADA. You said he ain't getting no NFL money to talk about. He has his own money, right? He don't need this. He don't. Well, I mean, losing money ain't good. He did lose some money. That ain't good. But he ain't hurting for no money. Okay. The NFL is a plantation. That's how I see it. It's a plantation, and the people that work on the plantation ain't nobody gonna say nothing because they just happy to be. They just happy to be on the plantation. They're not gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the player association should step in. Like, damn, this guy. What happened on draft day? Whoever the representative should come in and say that. Like, was he not? Was he told he gonna get drafted number one or not, or in the first round or not? What happened? Were you guys told not to draft him? We need an investigation. But that's besides the point now. He's with the Browns, right? That's where we're at right now. The Browns are not trying to let him go. So he decided to do a silent interview because I mean everything he said. Now here's my thing. This is what I gotta find out. Can he say I'm not interviewing with y'all? Y'all go talk to somebody else, man. See, I can get creative. I can get real creative when the press come because I think you have to speak to the press. You know what I would say? I'm sorry, guys. My voice is not. My voice is something wrong. With my voice today. I can't talk to you today. That's what I would do. I would come up with creative ways not to talk to them. Okay, because obviously he's the most popping thing there because they keep talking to him. You said no, there are NFL fines. Yeah, so he got to talk to him. But no, you know what I would do? You know what I would do? I will just answer one word answers or something. So Shedeur, like, how do you feel about Dylan starting? That's a very good thing. That's awesome. No, how would I say it? So Max, how you feel about Dylan Gabriel starting? Very awesome for him. Just like that. Okay. Well, um, what do you think about you not starting? I don't have any thoughts on that. And stop right there. Somebody get this to Shedeur. This is what he need to do, man. He need to be very frank with them. And that's it. So Shedeur, like, how was practice? Practice was good today. That's it. So Dylan is starting. So how do you feel about that? Awesome. It's really awesome. Really awesome. Great. Um, so how do you feel not getting playing time? I don't have any thoughts on it. That's it. And stop right there. Stop right there. What else would they ask him? What else would they ask him, guys? How are you coming along in the playbook? It's coming along very good. That's it. And stop. It's coming along very good. And then I'd be like, guys, I'm not trying to be rude. How long do I have here? Because I have to use the bathroom. I have to use number 2. How long is this gonna be? Because I have to take care of some things. I have to use the bathroom. And that's it. Are you excited for London? I've been there before. That's all he has to say. Because he has. Are you excited for London? Yes, I've been there before. I've been there before. I've been there before. Remember, he was there for a month. No, that was Paris. Or was it London? He's been to London. He has. So I'll be like this. Look, are you excited for London, Shedeur? I've been there before. And that's it. And okay, well, do you think you might start? And do you think you might get a shot at playing in London? I'm not sure. That's it. That's it. I'm not sure. It didn't say nowhere in the rule books that he has to be engaging. It didn't say that. Just answer it. That's it. And answer it the least as possible. Okay. Less is more in this situation. Okay. But what do you think about their record, Shedeur? What do you think about the record right now? I don't have any thoughts on that. And stop. That's it. Okay. Because they come to him every single day, man. After practice, every day they coming to him. Like, what the fuck at this point? Go talk to Dylan. Like, go talk to him, man. He the one starting. Go talk to Dylan. Because he's the man. That's why. Man, they not getting no clicks off Dylan. They getting clicks off Shedeur talking to him. You know what I'm saying? I know what they're saying. Damn, Max, let us eat, man. We can't eat off Dylan. We eating off Shedeur. I would do the same thing for Mary Kay too. What is her name? Mary Kay Cabot or whatever. So Shedeur, you're not playing in London. So how do you feel about that? I don't have any feelings about it. So what do you mean you don't have any feelings about it? I don't have any feelings about it. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's how you treat these people. These people ain't no greater than us. You ain't got to be rude to them. You got to do your job, but do least as possible when you talking to these people, because they're gonna use everything you say against you. Everything. These people are miserable. Okay, these people are miserable. They've always been miserable. All bad things that's happened in this world was because of them. All bad things, the wars and everything. These people are some miserable MFers. Okay, okay. They ain't gonna do no right. They don't like us, and you ain't got to like them. Okay. So what you do is when they ask you these stupid ass questions, just give them 1 word or 2 word answers, and that's it, and keep it moving. Okay. You would be mad at us too if you look how the owner looked. He looked like a burnt piece of. He looked like a. I'm not gonna get into it because I will start roasting. I will start low. He looked like a chicken that was put in some hot grease real quick. That's what he looked like. I would be mad too. Okay. I would be mad too. But see, the thing is, we never started our own league. We never did nothing like that. We wanted to be included. And here we are now. So we got to deal with what we got to deal with. Okay. The NFL is the NFL. There's nothing out there that's competing with the NFL. So if you want to play in the NFL, you got to play their game. You do. You do have to play the game. It's a political game that you have to play. But I'm gonna tell you something about players like Shedeur, like his age group. They're not trying to do all that. They think differently than we do. They do. They don't think these people are greater than them. That age group right there, they think totally different than any other age group that was before them. Okay, they all think how I think. Okay, they all think how I think, but see, he got to bite his tongue. Yeah, go interview the other players. The reason why they keep bothering him because he's popping. That's why. He's very popular. And also he's very friendly. You know what I'm saying? He's a likable person. That's why they like talking to him. Like the media likes talking to him. They really do. You know what I'm saying? Cuz he's not an asshole. You know, it's like some of these players. He need to start, man, he need to you know who else got that down pack? Travis got it down pack. So Travis, what about this loss? Remember when they had lost again? I'm just trying to be a better. Hold up. What did he say? She was like, "So Travis, you know, you got a couple touches. Like, how do you feel? Like, do you want more touches? I'm just here to be play an integral part of this system and be a really good teammate and do my job. That's what I'm here for." Yo, Travis got it down pack. Yo, Travis got it down. I'm just doing all I can to help my teammates, to be a good teammate. I'm doing all I can right now to be, even though he mad as fuck, he only got 5 touches. He mad as fuck, yo. But he ain't gonna say that to them. He not gonna say it. I'ma say it. He ain't gonna say it. I know he like, damn, I wish I had Shedeur right now. Damn, this dude ain't getting and it's not just Travis. It's not just Travis. Them other wide receivers ain't hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We gonna go to the stats. I'm just gonna show y'all right now that ain't nobody. Let me see. Jacksonville Jaguars football. Watch this. Watch this. Let's look at their last game. Y'all ain't gonna believe this one. Okay, so they won their last. No, I can't believe they won against the 49ers. I can't believe that, but they got it. So let's look at that game. Let's look at the player stats. Passing. Trevor Lawrence was 21 for 31, 174 yards, 1 touchdown. Let's look at the receiving though. Brian Thomas Jr. got 5 receptions for 49 yards. Brenton Strange got 6 receptions for 45 yards. Travis got 3 receptions for 42 yards. Hunter Long got 3 receptions. And the rest of them got 1. Ain't nobody getting no receptions. Ain't nobody. Hunter Long was the only wide receiver that got a touchdown. That was it. Okay. 5 receptions. You lucky if you get 6 receptions on this team. Now, what's keeping them afloat is Travis Etienne. He's keeping them afloat because he had 124 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. That's what's really keeping them afloat. But as far as the receiving is concerned, people barely getting touches on that team. Barely. Barely getting. Yes, Trevor pulled the heist. He sure did. Him and his agent, they pulled a heist. He need to get locked up. They gave him all that money guaranteed, and these receivers barely getting touches. Barely. It wasn't just that game, it's the whole season so far. So see, Travis got it down. See, they can't get Travis on no bullshit. So Travis, you only got a couple touches today. How you feeling, Travis? I'm just trying to be the best teammate I can be. Put myself in position to make a play, you know, just to move the sticks so I can be the best player I can be. That's how he answered the question. I'm waiting for Trav just say it one time. God damn, man. Why don't he get us the ball, man? Like for real. And then he got people out here talking sideways on Travis now, talking about, well, everybody good in the league. Even Shannon Sharp said it. Everybody good in the league. You know, he facing people, everybody good in the league. He not gonna do what he did at Colorado. No, he not gonna do what he did at Colorado, Shannon, because he ain't getting no touches. I guarantee you, if he get more than 6 or 7 touches a game, he gonna do something. I guarantee you. But they ain't gonna let it happen. They ain't gonna let it happen, man. It don't seem like there's enough room for stars on that team. You already got Travis Etienne and you already got Hulk Hogan over there with the hair. Trevor. Okay. And then you got the dude on defense. What's his name, son? That used to play for the New York Giants. What's his name? His son play. What's the dude name? He used to play for the New York Giants, man. His son played for Jacksonville. I can't think of it right now. What's his name, yo? I used to run into him all the time, yo. When he lived in he lived near East Rutherford. And what was his name, yo? I forget right now. You said just say no comment on everything they ask. No, you don't gotta do that. Take the Travis route. I'm just trying to be a great teammate. I'm just trying to do all I can to move the chains and play an integral part of this team. That's it. You got to answer it like that, so they can't say nothing. Like Shedeur, how do you feel about Dylan Gabriel getting the start? How do you feel, Shedeur? I feel real good about that. You said Shedeur is the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award winner of his class of 2024, but he is a 5th round draft pick and a 3rd string quarterback. Shaking my head. Make this make sense. NFL need to cut. But listen, I barely watch the NFL. I'm watching them to clown them now. That's where I'm watching them. I'm going to be roasting Cleveland for the rest of the year. I'm going to be roasting Trevor Lawrence because he ain't getting it done. So I'm gonna roast him too. So that's just what it is. The rest of the year. Ain't nobody getting no touches on that team, yo. You lucky you get 5 or 6. That's it. The whole game, this kid only got four touches, dog. Maybe 3. I know he just itching to do something with that ball. He can't. He can't. He can't. And it's making him look mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like he got mid stats. It's making him look mid, yo. He not mid. It's just that he not getting the ball. And then they don't let him stay in the game long enough on defense to get something going. So it's making him look mid. It's making him look mid as fuck. And it's not his fault. Because they seem to think, well, everybody's good in the NFL. Everybody's good. And you're not going to do this. Well, you got to give him a chance. He might. Okay. He might do something. Give him a chance. I wish Shedeur was his quarterback. Because he'll be killing it in NFL right now. But he's not. He got Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. Shedeur was helped that man won a Heisman Trophy. He helped him win a Heisman Trophy. You know, Shedeur is a winner. I go back to that play with him and LeJontay Wester. The way he threw it, they call it a Hail Mary. It wasn't a Hail Mary. It was not. You said, well, you see Cam Ward, damn, I said Royd. Cam Ward is overrated. Well, let me just say this about Cam Ward. He on the how can I say it? He on the right track, but he on the wrong train. That's the only thing I can say right there. He's on the right track, but he on the wrong train. You hear me, Ryan? He on the wrong train. He on the wrong team. Lord, he on the wrong team. He is on the wrong team. Right track because he's in NFL, but he on the wrong train. He on the last train to Paris with no conductor. It's crazy. Man, and Travis is being held hostage. He's being held hostage too, and he looking mid. He looking mid. When the last time you seen Travis look like that, man? And I know what they're saying. Well, Max, this is college. I mean, college. Of course, he's gonna dominate in college. He's not gonna look like that in NFL. Shannon, he not gonna look that in NFL if he only getting 4 touches a game. He ain't gonna look like nothing. He ain't gonna look, man. These old dudes is haters, yo. Why it gotta be us that hate on the young ones? Why? Just sit old haters and shit. Just old haters. I wish I can catch an assault charge on some of these people. Just some old haters, man. You know what I'm saying? Just some old haters. Listen, y'all had y'all time already. Y'all had y'all time. You know what I'm saying? Let him eat. Let me see how many touches he had again. Let me look. Receiving. Travis had 3 receptions, man. Okay? No, wait a minute. Yeah, he had 3 receptions. But check this out. He had 3 receptions for 42 yards. He averaged 14 yards per reception. Imagine if Trevor had got it to him at least 8 or 9 times. What you think Travis would have did, man? What you think he would have did? He would have had over 100. But they're not giving it to him. I'm going to tell you guys something. The best players are not in the NFL. This is a political situation. Because you can't tell me that Trevor is he's mid, yo. He's straight mid. Straight up. He's straight mid, yo. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Okay. So that man got 3 touches, Travis. And Shannon Sharp was saying, well, he not gonna look like he not gonna look like how he looked in he not gonna look like how he looked in Colorado. Okay. I don't know why people thinking that, Ocho, because I played football. I played in the NFL. We know you played in the NFL. We know you did. We know you did, Shannon. We know you played in the NFL. Okay, because I played in the NFL. I know how it is in the NFL. I know how it is. He not gonna look like how he looked at Colorado. Yeah, he not gonna look like how he looked at Colorado, Shannon, because he only got 3 receptions. He ain't gonna look like how he looked at Colorado. Okay, give him a chance and see if he can look like how he looked at Colorado. Give him a chance. They draft him number 2 overall. God damn. You draft a man number 2 overall, all he gave us three receptions. Okay. Coach Prime, you need to come to the league, man. Like for real. But wait till their rookie contract is up. Wait till the rookie contract is up so then they can be like, oh, I'm going to another team. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to another team. Okay. And then come in and slide on in and get your boys back. You know what I'm saying? Get the team back together. I'm telling you, man, they got it out, man, for this damn. They got it out for him, man. It's crazy. And I saw a Chidozie post. He said, God damn. He said, I can't even get on a practice squad. He said that. Like, damn. You mean to tell me I can't even get on a practice squad, bro? He said, I need a new agent. And I replied to him, I said, yeah, you do need a new agent. Damn. He said, I can't even get on a damn practice squad. Damn. Talking about practice. They won't even let me on a practice squad, dog. Dang. I need a new agent. They won't even let Shiloh on the practice. Man, it's crazy. But Shiloh he ain't tripping. He got the YouTube thing. He doing his reality TV stuff on YouTube. He's straight. Yeah, it's not that deep as the media make it see. That's where I come in at because I'm gonna sit here and clown the media. I'm gonna sit here and clown them. It's not that deep. Oh my God. He's just not talking. He's so immature and he wants to be a quarterback in this league. No. Who the fuck? Do you realize where he's at? Ain't no quarterback made it there. Not none. Not no Johnny Football. Nobody. Baker Mayfield. Nobody. Nobody's made it there. And I've already told y'all about Rex Ryan. Rex need to be quiet. Rex Ryan, you need to be quiet. Talking about he needs to be in the front. He need to be ashamed of himself that he's not starting. Why is he not starting? Rex, you need to go pose that question to them, Rex. Go pose that question to them on figure out what happened. Talking about he needs to sit in the front. That's what Rex said. He needs to sit in the front and take notes. He is sitting in the front, Rex. There's pictures all over the internet with him in the quarterback room. He's sitting in the front. God damn. What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these people, man? You know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn, I mean, even Rex talking, man. That's Buddy Ryan's son, yo. You know the great Eagles coach, Buddy Ryan. That's his son. And he's sitting up here talking. He got a twin brother. He's sitting up here talking. Come on, Rex, man. Damn. Even Chris Sims had something to say. God, all these people on code. Y'all need to go back. Now, let me stop. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. You know what I should do? I should get a Giants jersey. You know how you can get it custom? A Giants jersey and put Sanders on the back, number 12, and go to the Giants game, yo, and rock that. Because you know somebody gonna say something to me like, yo, what's up with this jersey? You got Sanders, number 12. Right, because he's supposed to be here. That's why. That's why. That's why. You know, Jackson Dart, you know what I'm saying? He cool. You know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he cool. He cool. I'm not trying to hate on the kid. He cool. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. You know, that's how I am with you know what I mean? Like, um, and I'm not, and you know, here's the thing, and here's why I told y'all this on the last live chat. Some of these people that's commentating on Colorado, you know how they've been fans before we got here. You know, those people, their true colors are starting to come out now. They are some fucking haters. Yes, they are, because I'm watching them. They are some fucking haters. Okay? There's some haters. Let me tell y'all haters something real quick. Y'all couldn't coach no fucking better. You understand me? You couldn't do a better job. You lucky Prime is there. You're lucky he's there. Okay? You're lucky he's there, because if he leaves and go to Florida State or go somewhere else, I'm gone too. I will change this channel name quicker than you can say your last name. This channel, you're like, damn, Max, what happened to your channel? I changed it. I changed it. I did. I changed it. I'll be gone. And you know what they're saying? Like, what's wrong with us supporting the brother, yo? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with us supporting our own without being called prime sexuals? Why do we got to be called prime sexuals? Why do we got to know that this dude was great before you learn how to wipe your ass? He was great already. I've been following since Florida State. Okay, Listen, I remember when he won the Thorpe Award. I'll never forget it, yo. I remember in my grammar school and all that, we looked at him as like a comic book hero, yo. We looked at him as like a comic book hero. I'll never forget it. He had that tuxedo on. He wore that black tuxedo to go get that Thorpe. I'll never forget that shit. Never forget it. I'll never forget he won the fucking Thorpe. I remember my dad said he won the Thorpe. You know what that means? No, Dad, I don't know what that means. That means he's the greatest defensive back in college football. He won the Thorpe. He took home the Thorpe. His life has just changed. Remember my dad said that. Okay? I remember people saying that. And I remember him collecting the Thorpe Award. I was a kid when that happened. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember on draft day, I remember that draft. I remember on draft day how he was being interviewed. He was like, yeah, even the baby got jury on, and everybody got their jury. I remember that. I remember that. And I remember him in Yankee Stadium. Stop playing with me. I remember going to Yankee Stadium. My godfather used to take me to Yankee Stadium, and I remember he was playing at Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium, damn it. He played at the old Yankee Stadium. That's right. I'm talking about Prime with the Jerry curl. Stop playing with me, man. When he hit that in the field home run. In the field home run, and he did it with his speed. It was the two greatest. Listen, man, do you realize he was in a World Series and a Super Bowl? He played in a World Series and a Super Bowl, man. This dude, he was like a comic book hero to us, man. He was like a comic book hero. I promise you this. So if I grow up, I want to see what he doing. I want to follow him as a coach. Why I got to be a prime sexual, man? Why? Because we support our own. Y'all are on code. You guys are on code with your people. You're on code. Y'all know what happened to his son. Y'all know some bullshit happened. And y'all know that. Y'all know that. Y'all know some bullshit happened, man. So don't sit up here and try to down us because we supporting our brother. You damn right we support him. I don't give a damn how many timeouts he holds. So what? So what? So what? And if you knew better, his coaching style, if you go back and look at, well, you guys don't know because you people are commentating. You don't remember Bobby Bowden. You don't remember the great coach Bobby Bowden. Y'all don't remember because you're too fucking young. You don't remember. You don't remember when Bobby Bowden was around, Coach Bobby Bowden. You don't remember. And his son took over after that. But you don't remember when he was around how his coaching style was. Prime is the same way. The way he walks the sidelines is the same way as Coach Bowden used to do it. And Mickey, and I guarantee, so you guys are too young to remember Mickey Andrews. You're too fucking young. But if you go back, I guarantee you cannot tell me. I don't know. I never heard Prime. I can't remember him saying this, but I know Mickey Andrews rubbed off on him. I know he did. I know he did. But Prime cannot go out there and play no more. He put the personnel out there that he trusts, and he hoped that they go out there and do their thing. That's it. That's all he can do. He don't play no more. He don't play no more. And for you guys that's asking him questions, you need to do some research real quick. He's not only just a sports pro. He's also an analyst. He's a pro at that too. He was an analyst for so long. So he know y'all not doing what y'all supposed to do. He even know that. You got to do your homework when you ask questions with people like him. You have to do your homework. And then he don't mind talking to you. This is a very unique situation because he been in the broadcast booth for so long and he excelled at it. Usually it's the other way around. After you finish coaching, then you go in the broadcasting booth. No, he's doing it in the reverse. He was one of the top broadcasters ever. Him and O.J. Simpson, ever, and Marv Albert, ever. They're in the top. I can name my Mount Rushmore of sports analysts. Even Warren Sapp didn't do a not so bad of a job when he's with the NFL Network. He was in the broadcasting booth. If you remember that. Okay. So what he's doing is he has his personnel on the field. What the hell? He can't go out there and play no more. He got his personnel out there. Okay. And let it go like that. But you guys are turning out to be haters because I'm watching you. Okay. So what? They lost the game. You win some, you lose some. So what? It's not that big of a deal. It's football. It's not that big of a deal. But you guys saying, oh, he got to do this and he got to do this. He got to do this. That's how I know you too fucking young to remember who he was. You're too young. Who the hell you telling me? Who the hell you trying to say he need to do this and do that? And he was enshrined in the NFL Hall of Fame. The fuck out of here. And you sitting up here, he needs to do this. He needs to use timeouts. He needs to do this. Who are you talking to? No, he don't need to do nothing. You guys got some nerve, and you know who you are. You got some nerve. You lucky that he is gracing that field up there in Boulder. You're lucky. You're lucky. Enjoy it while it lasts, though. Enjoy it while it lasts, because there's some college programs around the country that would love to have them. Alabama is one of them. They would love to have them. And I know people are saying, well, Alabama, they're not going to take Prime. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Yes, they would, because they mid right now. Yes, they would. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. But y'all got some nerve and saying, well, they're not running the ball. They need to run the ball. And who the hell you telling what he need to do? What he need to do? Who the hell are you? To see y'all true colors is starting to come out. He earned every amount of attention that he gets. He earned it. He earned it. This dude has been like this since the 80s, since I've been watching, since the 80s. He's been like that since the 80s. The media has been surrounding him since he was in college. It's been like that because I've been watching. Let me tell you something what else y'all don't know. There's a couple sneakers back in the day that you would get robbed for. It's the Jordans. It's the Deons. We used to call them the Deons. You get robbed for those too with the strap. The Deons with the strap. You will get robbed for those. Okay? You'll get robbed for the Barclays with the strap. You'll get robbed for those too, because I still have them. I still got my Barclays. I got the original ones. I still have them. You'll get robbed for them. There was some prestigious sneakers, and you might get robbed for your Ken Griffey's too. So that's how big he was. They don't realize how big he was because they're too young. They don't realize this. So when he gets all this attention and all that, it's been like that. He didn't cause it. It's just who he is. He's been like that. He's a superstar. So that's what you guys got right now. So you guys are lucky that you have him. You're lucky. So enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Do you realize what this man had to overcome in the offseason? He had to overcome cancer, and y'all sitting up here saying he need to do this, he need to do that. No, y'all need to shut the fuck up. That's what y'all need to do. That's what y'all need to do. I'm talking to a few vloggers. They know who they are. They know who they are. One used to play for the Jets. One, yeah, he getting out of line. Now don't get me wrong, I like him because he used to play for my Jets. He used to play for my Jets, and he was a dog. He was. Okay? But he too young. He too young. Yes, I can say that. He's too young. He's a youngin' compared to me. He's a youngin'. That means he's too young to remember when Coach Prime was like that. He's too young to know. I know he's too young to know. I know he is. So youngin' need to stop. I know y'all like, how are you calling him a youngin'? Because I'm older than he is. That's why. I'm older than he is. Okay? If he don't know what spot-built sneakers are, he too young. That's how I know. If he don't know what British Walkers and British Knights are, he's too young. That's why. Okay? If he don't know what a Gumby haircut is, he's too young. That's why I'm calling him a youngin'. Talking about, well, he needs to run the fucking ball and this and that. Listen, man, he had to overcome a lot this season. You lucky you still got him here. He could have easily retired on y'all. If he wanted to, he don't need the money. But he doing it for the kids up there. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to let them down. This is a lot bigger than football, guys, what he's doing up there. It's a lot bigger. He know that half of them are not going to go to the NFL. He knows this. But just imagine the type of role model he is on them kids, man. He means everything to some of them kids on that team. He means everything, man. Look what he did for Ben Fenesef, man, and how he started crying when he got that scholarship. It's a little bigger than football there, bro. And I'm just telling y'all this. And I had to say it. It's a little bigger than football what he doing. It's a little, he don't get credit for it. He doesn't get credit for that because they're looking at the other stuff that doesn't matter. This is just football at the end of the day, but he knows life is a lot bigger than football. Even he said it. Even if you go to the NFL, you ain't gonna play that long. You're only gonna play if you're lucky 10 years. But then you got your whole life after that. That's what he's doing to these kids, man. Even the little stuff like the discipline and all that stuff matters. The stuff that he says, there's some of the speeches that he make, that applies to me. I be listening to his speeches, man. That shit motivates me, man. That shit, sometimes it keeps me going. Some of the stuff he be saying, man. It's a little bigger than football. It is. It's a little bigger than that. It's a little bigger than football what he's doing, bro. I'm just saying it. I don't even have to know him. I never met him. Never met him. Technically, I've met him in passing when he was with the Yankees because we had some good seats because I was sitting right near their dugout. That's where I was at. I was like, where the dugout right there, we was sitting right there. We had some really good seats back then. And I just waved at him, and I don't know if he saw me, but it's just like in passing. He was signing autographs, but I couldn't get one. But that was a kid then. He don't remember that. That's when he had his Jerry curl. Yes, he had a Jerry curl, bro. Yeah, he sure did. I probably had a Jerry curl. I had one too, so I can't clown him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a little bigger than football what this man is doing. You said going to the Browns is never a smart choice, but hey, man, that was the only option that Shedeur had at the time to go to the Cleveland Browns. I know they're saying, well, he could have went to Baltimore, but okay, cool, but he didn't go there. Okay, he didn't go to Baltimore and he didn't go to Philly. He's where he's at. This is the hand that he was dealt. So you got to play the cards that you're dealt. So that's what he's doing right now. Whenever he get his opportunity. But see, here's the thing. They're sitting up here trying to clown him now because he went silent during the interview. He just trolling. The kid is trolling. He's a funny guy. Like, lighten up on the kid. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear about him with no controversy. You don't hear about him out here with multiple baby mothers. You don't hear about that. You know what I'm saying? Him and Travis is squeaky goddamn clean. There's some squeaky clean kids, man. Okay? When do you hear him hanging out? I mean, he might do it, but we don't know about it. All I know, it looked like he just stay in the house. That's what it looks like. He's a good kid. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, get a kid a break, man. These people are just so uptight, bro. You know how much stuff going on in the world, but at least we got football to talk about. We could talk about some football. We could talk about Colorado this weekend and how they gonna go in there and win. They're gonna beat TCU. I'm just sorry to tell y'all that. They got TCU's number. They're gonna beat TCU. But you know what I'm saying? How they gonna go in there and get TCU, get the job done. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would get on this microphone and say what he need to be doing. They need to do this. I never been a coach. The fuck I know. You know what I'm saying? You know? I don't know. I don't know what I don't know no more. I don't. I really don't. I'm just saying maybe Caden. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think they could win with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got the legs. He can run. You know what I'm saying? He can move. I think they can win with Caden. But he worried me how he looked in that game, though. He looked like he was a deer in headlights. Because remember when Coach Prime had congratulated when he made that touchdown? Caden looked like he was in a sunken place, man. Caden, you good? He looked like he was in a sunken place. Like, you're like he's like dazed off, bro. He ain't catching contact out there, is he? Because they said they'd be smoking out there. You know? But other than that, hey man, I'm just here to watch a football game, yo. I'm here to have a little fun. That's pretty much it. You said be truthful. This is not about football. You talking about with Shedeur? Nah, they ain't got nothing. They ain't nothing about football. No. You said, well, they not cutting Shedeur. They're not cutting him. They not cutting Shedeur. No, they are not cutting him. They don't want to. They don't want to trade him either. I don't think. You said everyone can't handle the pressure, and you see how Shedeur is taking it in stride. Because let me tell you something about Shedeur, right? You talking about Caden, right? But let me say this about Shedeur real quick. I remember they kept calling him grown. I said, who are they talking about? They said, Max, they call him grown. I said, they call him grown. Why they call him grown? They said, because the way he act. And then I started I started seeing how he go about practice and how he act. He do act grown. He does. He's like, how do you explain these type of people? He's like very mature for his age, if that makes sense. I guess that's why they call him grown. But that's true though. I observed that from him. He's very serious. He's a very serious character when it comes to his craft. He's very serious. He's dead ass serious, right? But you know, outside of football, he knows how to relax and different things like that. When you put that helmet on, he ain't nobody to play with. And let me go back to that Carolina game for a minute, because ain't nobody going to sit up here and say I'm lying. When you saw him in that Carolina game, that was the easiest game you saw him play in 2 years. He was having fun out there. It was so easy. It was almost too easy. That's why I said something ain't right. This is too good to be true. It's too easy. And then what do they do the next game? Try to sabotage the kid. But they know what they got, and they not trying to let him go. They know what they got. See, because look, they need insurance, because they sure as hell ain't going to get Arch now, because Arch ain't leaving. You know how people say he going to leave in the draft? No, he's not. He's not ready. Arch not leaving. Arch is not leaving. Arch better stay every bit of his senior year. Okay? He better. I'm not saying that the kid ain't got it, but I don't know. Something is up with him. You said Musgrave definitely knows. Yeah, so they just gonna sit and chill on Shedeur, because I wouldn't let him go either if I was the owner. Would you? Nope. He gonna stay right here at this third string until we get ready to use him. He ain't going nowhere. He learning the playbook. He got the headsets on during the game. He's sitting up there learning everything he got to learn from us. He ain't going nowhere. Sorry. Y'all be mad with me. I'm like, he ain't going nowhere. I said, you know what I would have told Baltimore and them, all these teams that's trying to get him now, and the Bengals? Okay, well, check this out. This is what I would have said to him. Okay, well, check this out, right? Y'all should have drafted him. And I know New Orleans ain't talking. I know they're not trying to get him now when they went ahead and drafted that other quarterback before him. I know they not playing. I know they're not sitting here playing in our face right now. I know they're not. I know they're not sitting up here trying to play in somebody's face. Y'all sat up there and drafted that mid-ass quarterback. That's what y'all did. But you know what? Watch this, guys. See, they were going to play in our face, right? Because they thought that they had a quarterback, but their quarterback retired on their ass. Okay, see, they didn't know that their quarterback was going to retire on them. But now they're like, oh, shoot, he retired on us, right? He retired on us. So now they got Spencer Rattler and they got the other dude that they drafted. So now they're going to try to, like, what they call is spin the block. No, ain't no spinning the block. If I was though, I'm like, y'all not getting them. Nope. Nope, because y'all should have drafted them. No, don't try to spin the block on us now. No, don't try to do that. If you want them, give us your first round draft picks. How about that? If you want Shedeur, I want 3 of your first round draft picks for the next 3 years. And then he'll get traded. Other than that, we're not letting him go. I know, but see, no, the team's standing with him too, Debbie. It's not just no. See, the team is standing with him too, because they're not trying to let him go because they see the value in him. They're not letting him go. He gonna sit right there with them headsets on during the game, and he gonna sit there and learn that defense. That's what he gonna do. He gonna sit there, and by the time they ready for him, he gonna kill it. He gonna kill it. You see him with the headsets on during the game. See, because before, check this out. Before, he was just sitting there with his hat on, just chilling, right? No. Here, put these headsets on. Yeah, put these headsets on right here. Put these headsets on. And you're going to learn this right here. You're going to be good. But here's the thing, though, God's love. You said Stefanski is not for Shedeur. Well, why don't they trade him? If that's the case, they're not doing it. They're not doing it. What did Stefanski say to Shedeur on draft day? Do y'all remember? He said God works in mysterious ways. He told him that. Now, he better not be playing with God with me, because you know how we are. We don't play when it comes to God. He said God works in mysterious ways. I think he likes him. I think he does. They would have been got rid of him. They would have got, but I honestly feel as though they think that he's going to be the star in the future. I think they do. I think they believe that. But for some reason, guys, they're putting him through some type of hazing. They making him wait. That's what they're doing. They're making him wait. I guess they some people kind of feel like he ain't work for nothing. But the thing is, he's a hard kid to hate on because he's a likable person. The team likes him. The veterans and stuff and the players in that locker room, they all like him. You say you think that was Musgrave on the phone? Musgrave on the phone with who, DJH? You know what? That could we mean talking to Shedeur? No, it was Kevin. That was the coach. That was the coach talking to him. He said, you know, God works in mysterious ways. He said, you bring your lunch pail to work. He said, we just want you to work. And that's what he's doing. And I think he's okay with that. No, that was Stefanski talking to him. No, I really do. I honestly really think they like, you know what? We got something here in this kid. I really do think they believe that. They got something. They didn't think it before, probably, but they know that he's not a bad kid. You ever been in a situation where somebody didn't like you at first until they're around you every day? They're like, yo, this dude is really not a bad person. You ever had somebody say that to you? I think that's what happened here. I think that's what happened here. It was like, yo, we like this kid. Yeah, he would have been placed on the practice squad. No, he's not a practice. What they're doing, I think, what they're doing is he's going to eventually play this season, but when they put him out there, he's going to be ready. He's going to be ready. He's going to be ready to go. He don't have those guys. He don't have those headsets on for a reason. My boy told me. He said, "Yo, he got the headsets on now." They said they're he's listening to them call the plays to the quarterback. So they got him with the headsets on. So that's a good sign. And also, I heard that he's killing it in practice. He's making the defense look crazy. I heard it. He's killing them. So they know they got something. They would have been let him go, guys. They would have been let him go if they didn't think they had something. They know they got something here, but they got to save face because they draft Dylan first. They drafted Dylan first, right? Because I heard that they were told, like, yo, y'all got to draft him now. I heard they were told this. Like, yo, y'all got to draft him. Like, this ain't looking good. The optics ain't looking good no more. We let him slip too far. Draft him. That's what I heard that happened. So they weren't feeling him at first, but then he's there. He's a likable kid. People like him. I think they like him because they sitting up here telling people, no, we're not trading him. No, straight up, no. They telling streams straight up, no. So yeah, man, they got something here because they got to have some type of insurance because we don't know how Deshaun going to be when he gets back. They don't know. So if Deshaun picks up where he left off, then they probably are thinking that, well, Shedeur could back him up and learn under him. And then they still got Dylan, and then somebody has trade value somewhere. I think that's what they're thinking. No, he's still at number 3 right now. He's not bumped up to 2. But what's going to happen is, based upon how the season go from here, more than likely he's going to start at some point. He's going to get an opportunity at some point. I said wait till after week 5, but let's wait till after the this upcoming game they're going to play. And then from there, we're going to see how Dylan does. Because if Dylan go out there and throw multiple picks and he's stinking up the joint, they got to put Flacco back in. And if he stink up the joint, then they're going to have a decision to make. Then you're going to see Shedeur get bumped up. That's what you're going to see. He's the what you call he's the emergency. So he'll get bumped up. You'll see. You said Shedeur would be starting on the Ravens. Yeah, I mean, hindsight is 2020. He had no idea that what's the name going to get hurt. Hindsight is 2020. But if he was with the Ravens, if he did get bumped up to the number 2 spot, yes, he would be starting. And guess what? I don't know if y'all know this. They were one of the teams that reached out recently. It was the Ravens again. So y'all need to go talk to that owner, because that owner's tripping. He the one sitting up there saying no. Nope, 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 and nope. He's not going nowhere, because y'all should have sat up there and drafted him. But we got him. And that's it. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, he is more ready, but they got to save face because they drafted Dylan first. So you got to give Dylan an opportunity. They drafted him first, and they're going to wait and see. If Dylan go in there and he start killing it, having a good year, then you keep Dylan in. Then Shedeur got to wait. But if Dylan go in there, he start throwing multiple picks and stinking up the joint, then they're going to have a decision to make. Then Shedeur might get elevated. He might get opportunity. But I'm telling y'all this right now, guys. When he get the opportunity and he in there with that offensive line, he got Njoku and Jerry Jeudy out there. He getting ready to go crazy. I'm just telling y'all this. It's gonna be sick when he get out there. He gonna get sick with it. Yeah, I know Flacco failed, but Flacco, they trying to get him to teach these guys. You see what I'm saying? You said people hate on Cleveland because no team drafted him and Cleveland got him and they keeping him. Yeah, dog. They these teams mad now because he's stuck in the dog pound. Look, yo, they are hating. I ain't gonna lie to you, they are like, yeah, man, like, why this bum ass team? Why don't they let him go, yo? You know what I'm saying? No, they not letting him go. They not. He not. Yo, Shedeur is with the dog pound. He with the dog pound, yo. And whenever they decide they want to unleash him, that's what they'll do. You said they're trying to hold Flacco. Nah, Flacco already won his Super Bowl. It ain't happening no more. He's already done that. At this point, China, they don't want no team to have him. They not gonna get him. I talked too soon last night. I said, yo, there's a legitimate trade rumor now. Because it came from like this guy, like when he announced stuff, it always come true, right? Even he had to say, uh-oh, false alarm. They sitting up here telling people no. Yeah, they will put Flacco back, Ryan, if Dylan fails. Because he's the number 2 quarterback right now. But I honestly believe Shedeur will get bumped up. You said no Barstool. I didn't get that from Barstool Sports. But I think they may have said it as well. But no, it's a false alarm. Yeah, they not trying to let him go, China Eyes. That's just what it is. He's not going nowhere this season. Nope. He's stuck up there in the dog pound. You said he isn't stuck. I don't feel. Yeah, he is stuck. They're not letting him go. They own his contract. He is stuck. Because if there's a team that wants him, how come he ain't with them now? How come they won't just trade him? Yeah, he is kind of stuck. But it's all good though. But I think he's going to get his opportunity with Cleveland. It's just a matter of time. You just got to be patient. Look, I had said this before the season started. Let them start the season off 1-5 and see what happens. Okay. Let's say by the 7th week, they're 2-8 or 2-7. That's what we call non-cipher. That's not good. That's not good. They under 500. So then they might have to be thinking about some things like, yo, maybe he can give us a spark. Let's put Shedeur in. Okay. And that's when he'll get his opportunity. You said he asked to be in, right. So if he asked to be in, but he not, Shedeur is not complaining. You notice that? He's not really complaining. He said, yo, I'm just here. I'm doing what I got to do. And whenever I get my opportunity, I get my opportunity. He's not complaining. But maybe it's a thing. I'm telling you guys, it's a thing where I feel like they like, yo, we're gonna build this kid up. This might be our guy. You said they don't want any. Hold on, let me read this. You said they don't want any more black quarterbacks running their team. They don't want any. Who is they? When you say they, who are you talking about? It's a lot in the league. Spencer Rattler. Yes, Spencer Rattler, light bright. Spencer Rattler. You got the kid in Baltimore. We got Lamar. You got the guy. What's the guy that color his fingernails up in Caleb Williams. You got the guy up there in Washington. You got Mahomes. Yes, Mahomes. Yes, he's another light bright, but Mahomes. You got a bunch of them. So I don't think that's the case. You said white owners, the numbers are at 17. That's the majority. What's the majority? Michael Penix. What's the majority? The I don't see it that way, but maybe you're right. I don't know. You said they don't want no more shit. Even Jackson Dart, man. Jackson got a little flavor in him, man. We got he honorary. You feel me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Jackson, man, you see him? He trying to have a little flavor about himself, man. Got him a little neck piece on when he playing. What do you think he should do? What do you think he should do, man? You got Jalen Hurts. Come on, man. I don't think that's the case. You got a bunch of them. Jalen Hurts. He won a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl. That's a future Hall of Famer. You remember how we said the only one that we got is Warren Moon? Well, we about to have Patrick Mahomes. See what I'm saying? They got don't they got one up there with the Raiders right now? What's his name? Geno Smith. They got Geno Smith. Well, they're gonna see Sanders eventually. Love to go. We just gotta give it a little time. The season's still going on. He gonna get in. You heard what Coach Prime said. He gonna get his opportunity sooner than later. Y'all heard him. He knows something we don't know. He gonna get his opportunity. I'm telling you, he is. You said Geno. He playing so bad. What Geno up to? You said Jackson State University was a stepping stone. You said they would play Flacco or Bailey Zappi before they play Shedeur. Bro, they put Bailey Zappi in the game. I'm through. They really getting roasted. Oh yes, they really getting roasted. They really getting roasted. If Dylan stink up the joint in this next game, right? I'm talking about when I say stink up the joint, I'm talking about really stink up the joint. And then next thing you know, they put Flacco on. He's thinking, here come Bailey Zappi. Dude, I'm through. They gonna get roasted. I promise you this. I might have to show up to the dog pound and roast him. I might have to show up, Ryan. Hell nah. Yeah, but he gonna get his opportunity, man. At some point. Just gotta wait for it. Just gotta wait for it, man. But look for me. I'm about to get off here, but look for me on the news. Friday. I might be on the news Friday. Your local news, Fox, CBS, CNN, TMZ. Oh yes. Look for me. Look for me. I'm gonna be in New York City. That's where I'm gonna be at Friday, and it's going down. We got the end of this trial is going down, so that's where I'll be at. So I'm gonna be off Friday. Y'all ain't gonna see me, but I will be there for the game. I will be back commentating for the game after the fact. You said they gonna kill Dylan. Oh, you talking about the Vikings? Oh Lord. Well, Dylan said he ready. Dylan said I was just talking to my friend and about this thing about waiting. I'm just so ready. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if you're ready, Dylan. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if you're ready. You said Coach Prime has to reconnect with his new team. You said Coach Prime has to reconnect with his new team. And now Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is injured. What happened to Myles Garrett? Yeah, they done, yo. He injured. Oh boy. Yeah, but Miles is out, Ryan. Oh, ankle injury. Oh, he's day to day. Okay, ankle injury. He's day to day. Yeah, they going. I don't know, man. We will see what happens in this game. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm just telling you guys right now, it's going down. Eventually, Shedeur is going to get his start. Eventually, I just see it happening that way. Just see it happening. It's tentative. All right. Well, but anyway, guys, I ain't gonna keep you too long. I'll be back a little later. Um, yeah, I'll be back a little later, and if not Friday, if you don't see me Friday, I'm in New York. I got to cover a trial. It's a sentencing getting ready to go down. It's high profile. Last time I was interviewing with some of the media, so I'll probably do that again. You'll see me. Just look out for me. And yeah, and we'll be back for the game Saturday because I think it's at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I'll be looking at the game. So that'll be all good. So at least we got some Colorado football to watch. Yeah, man. So I'll be back in a little bit. Thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.